Welcome back to the channel, this is The Buzz. Today we bring you a comparison video between the Admiral Kuznetsov-class and the Gerald R class because these two represent a fundamentally different approach to aircraft carrier design while also reflecting the contrast naval strategies of the US and Russia. So let's get right into it. The USS Gerald R was commissioned in 2017, while the Admiral Kuznetsov entered service in 1991. Both carriers serve as flagships of their respective navies, but differ significantly in design, capabilities, and operational roles. Let's compare which is better between the two. Number 1. The size and displacement. The Gerald R class aircraft carrier is significantly larger than the Admiral Kuznetsov class of the Russian Navy. The Ford class is 1,092 feet, 333 meters long, and a beam of 256 feet, 78 meters, with a 4.5-acre flight deck, compared to the Kuznetsov's 1,000 feet, 305 meters length, a beam of 72 meters, 236 feet, and 3.5-acre flight deck. With a displacement of 100,000 tons, the Ford class can carry more aircraft, fuel, and supplies, ensuring prolonged operations while the Kuznetsov's 58,600-ton displacement limits its capacity. Number 2. The aircraft capacity and air wing. The Gerald R class can carry over 75 aircraft including F-35C Lightning II, F/A-18EF Super Hornets, E-2D Hawkeyes, MH-60R Seahawk helicopters, and EA-18G Growler. It has a larger internal hangar, advanced aircraft elevators, and a higher sortie generation rate, allowing it to launch and recover aircraft more rapidly. The Ford class uses a catapult-assisted takeoff, but arrested recovery system, allowing it to launch heavily loaded aircraft with greater operational flexibility. In contrast, the Admiral Kuznetsov class has a much smaller air wing capacity, typically carrying around 24 fixed-wing aircraft, primarily Su-33 Flanker D and MiG-29K, and approximately 12 helicopters, including Ka-27 and Ka-31 models. However, the Kuznetsov's flight operations are constrained by its ski jump takeoff system, which limits the aircraft fuel and payload capacity during launch. Number 3. The propulsion and endurance. The Gerald R class is powered by two A-1B nuclear reactors, providing virtually unlimited operational range and the ability to maintain speeds of over 30 knots, that is 56 km per hour. These reactors generate enough power not only for propulsion, but also for the ship's advanced electromagnetic catapults and high-power radar systems. The ship can operate over 20 years without refueling, giving it a significant advantage in strategic endurance. On the other hand, the Admiral Kuznetsov class is powered by conventional oil-fired boilers and steam turbines, allowing a maximum speed of around 29 knots, 54 km per hour. However, the ship has a limited operational range of approximately 8,500 nautical miles, that is 15,700 km, before requiring refueling. This limitation significantly reduces its global reach without support vessels. Additionally, the Kuznetsov has experienced persistent propulsion failures, leading to frequent dry dock repairs. Number 4. Offensive and defensive systems. The Gerald R class primarily relies on her air wing for offensive operations, but is also equipped with advanced defensive systems. She features two Mark 29 missile launchers with RIM-162 Evolved Sea Sparrow missiles, two Mark 49 launchers with RIM-116 rolling airframe missiles, and three Phalanx CIWS for close-in defense. Additionally, she has four Mark 38 25mm machine guns and four M2 12.7mm machine guns to counter small threats. Her advanced electronic warfare system further enhances her survivability, ensuring she remains focused on power projection through air operations. The Admiral Kuznetsov class serves a hybrid between an aircraft carrier and a heavy cruiser, capable of conducting strike missions without relying solely on aircraft. She carries 12 P-700 Granite supersonic anti-ship missiles and a range of over 600 km, 370 miles, and 24 8-cell 3K95 Kinzhal surface-to-air missile systems for long-range defense. For close-in protection, she is equipped with 6 AK-630 CIWS, 8 CADS, and 1 Kashtan CIWS, and RBU 12,000 UDAV-1 anti-submarine rocket launchers. However, her dual-role design limits her aircraft capacity and operational flexibility. Number 5. The technological advancements. The Gerald R class features advanced technology including the electromagnetic aircraft launch system for efficient aircraft launches and advanced arresting gear for safer recoveries. Her dual-band radar enhances long-range threat detection, while automated systems reduce crew size and operational costs, ensuring greater efficiency and performance. The Admiral Kuznetsov, on the other hand, relies on older technologies. It uses a ski-jump launch system instead of catapults, limiting the takeoff weight and fuel capacity of its aircraft. Her onboard radar and electronic warfare systems are considered outdated compared to modern NATO standards. Moreover, the Kuznetsov suffers from chronic mechanical and propulsion failures, reducing its deployment time. Number 6. The stealth features and radar signature. The Gerald R class features advanced stealth technology designed to reduce its radar cross-section, making it harder to detect. Its angled island, reduced deck clutter, and radar-absorbent materials significantly minimize radar reflections. Additionally, the electromagnetic aircraft launch system reduces infrared emissions by eliminating steam plumes. While the Admiral Kuznetsov-class has no stealth features, its back-to-superstructure, large exhaust smoke from conventional boilers, and exposed missile launchers make it highly visible to radar and infrared sensors. This gives the Ford class a significant tactical advantage in avoiding detection and engaging targets by surprise, while the Kuznetsov remains highly vulnerable to long-range strikes. Number 7. The cost and maintenance challenges. The Gerald R class is the most expensive aircraft carrier ever built, costing around $13 billion per ship, but its automated systems, reduced crew size, and advanced technology help lower long-term maintenance costs and extend deployment intervals. It requires less frequent overhauls, ensuring higher operational availability. On the other hand, the Admiral Kuznetsov-class, built in the 1980s, is approximately $1.5 billion per ship, and she faces severe maintenance challenges, including frequent propulsion failures, aging infrastructure, and limited dry dock availability in Russia. Her oil-fired boilers produce heavy black smoke, further increasing maintenance demands. These issues significantly impact her combat readiness and deployment time. Number 8. The operational role. The Gerald R class is primarily designed for power projection and air dominance, focusing on sustained air operations over land and sea. It operates as part of Carrier Strike Group, deploying fixed-wing aircraft for offensive, defensive, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare missions, with continuous support from destroyers, cruisers, and supply ships. In contrast, the Admiral Kuznetsov-class serves a dual role as a heavy aircraft carrying cruiser, capable of both launching aircraft and engaging enemy ships or ground targets using its onboard missile systems. This design aligns with Russia's doctrine of operating closer to home, or in contested waters. However, its limited aircraft capacity and low sortie generation rate reduce its overall effectiveness in extended air operations. In a head-to-head comparison, the Gerald R class is vastly superior in every critical area except for onboard missile armament. However, in a modern naval battle scenario, the Ford class would rely on her air wing to neutralize threats long before the Kuznetsov could bring her cruise missiles into play. And with this, the Buzz is signing off for today. But don't forget to stay tuned as we bring you more interesting videos from the world of military. We'll see you guys again in our next video. Until then, bye-bye.